What do you think? Yeah, me too. So, we're back here on the white Camaro. What I'm going to try to do in this video, I did drop off my ECU to get the startup tune. Said it'll take a little bit, so hopefully within the next week or so I'll have it back. So what I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to get the torque arm in. I don't have a drive shaft yet. I did buy an SLP loudmouth exhaust, so we're going to try to get that in too. And then hopefully by the end of this video we'll have my ECU back and we can maybe do an actual good startup. We'll see what happens. I did get a fuel pressure gauge, so I installed that just so that I can have something to kind of monitor the fuel pressure in case I lose it or something like that, or if it's down too low or something. It did go up when I hit the fuel pump. It came up to 60 psi, and that's with that factory V6 fuel pump in the tank. So that's pretty good. We'll see how long that lasts. So yeah, I gotta get the torque arm on. I gotta drop the cross member, drop the trans down a bit to be able to slide that thing in there. If you watch my clutch video on the IROC, you'll see like the install of that. Maybe I'll show you on here. It's the same exact thing. So yeah. And then hopefully we can get that full exhaust on. I do have a Y pipe from Texas Speed. Like that's the Texas Speed long tube headers with a Y pipe. So I'd like to hopefully that matches up. If not, I'll have to try to make some adapter or get it welded or something like that. So yeah, we'll see here and follow along for the ride. Hopefully it goes pretty well. We'll see. All right, y'all. So we got our jack under here. We're gonna slide up under here. Oh yeah. So torque arm goes right up in there. And yeah, we're gonna remove our cross member here. And try to sneak that torque arm in there. I'm probably won't be able to film it because it's honestly probably gonna suck. I'll try to set you up. Maybe I can film it. We'll see. Alright, so maybe we could set this there. Get you guys a little bit of light, huh? Cross members are 15 millimeters. At least that's what it seems like. Oh, I didn't even have a... Man, that'd be good to do, huh? Oops, blew out my other light. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I didn't even have a nut on this guy. Gotta do that. So yeah, here's our torque arm. So you got this like long stud piece on here, and this has to go into here. So you got to bring it down so you got some, because this clamps around here like this. Oh, knew that was gonna happen. I knew I was either gonna knock the light over or knock you guys over. So yeah, we're gonna lower this down a bit. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I was. Freaking tightening. Idiot. Alright. Just move it down slowly, and I lifted up the rear end so you can move this freely because you're actually like moving the rear end up and down. So we're gonna pull this guy down. Yeah, see how we have to like, so pretty much what we have to do is slide this guy in here like that, past the lines and stuff. Not drop that piece out. Spin this guy around. Let's get him back in here. Maybe this side goes first. No, definitely this side. Well, what in tarnation? There we go. Now let's put this back in here. There. Keep that guy. Okay, can you... How about you stay in there? Didn't I just have that in there? Holy cow. Hello? I just watched it go in there. There we go. Alright. Okay, stay in there. The mother effer. Alright. There we go. Stay in. And then we're going to spin this guy around. We're going to have to put the mounts in our way. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? There we go. Snuck past it. And so we're going to open this, clamp him like that. And this is the very tricky part because there is a mother bad word of a bolt up top there. That. So what I'm going to do is take the nut for this piece, hold that there. This isn't going to hold the clamp part, I'll tell you that. But we'll kind of hold that in place. Have a bolt here. This is the very tricky part because you got to push on this clamp to get this guy in there. What I'd rather do is get the bolt for this, slide it through here, and then get the top on there. So I'm gonna go get the bolt and stuff. I'll be back once I get this guy in here. All right, y'all, we got our torque arm mounted, got our cross member back in, got our nut on our cross member or the mount for the trans. So I was gonna do exhaust first, but what I want to do is heat wrap this line here, because it's kind of close to this exhaust, and there's some shielding that goes here. So I'm gonna see if I can get it back on there. But yeah, I'm gonna put that heat wrap on that fuel line there, and then I'll probably work on the exhaust after I get all that wrapped up. So we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I just kind of want to show you what I did here. That's a good view, right of the pipe. I wrapped it all the way to this clamp I got here, holding it. Then all the way up. I left this section out here on each one of these like mounting points, just so I can snap it back in there. I do just have plastic zip ties on there, but like I said, I am going to try to get the heat shield back on here that goes on this. So realistically, those zip ties should be okay. And if for some reason, if I can't get the heat shield back on, then we'll see what happens with these the plastic ones. And if they melt, then we'll swap them out with metal zip ties. So yeah, we'll try that for now, and I'm gonna try and get the heat shields on here and see what happens. So I didn't turn the heater off. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. This little thing actually heats this whole garage, man. I don't know about over there by the Camaro, but I've had it on before, and it's gotten pretty warm over there. It's 67 in here. That's pretty good. Probably better if I hung it up, but whatever. Anyway, so this is that heat shield piece that I was talking about. This part kind of like where the fuel line goes up across like the frame rail and then up to the actual fuel rail. This piece had like a big like notch on it, and it was just jamming right into the line. I do have that cover over the line, but if you know anything about metal and stuff like that, over time when it's just shaking when you're going down the road, when you're hitting bumps and everything, it you know, it can chew through some stuff. So I actually cut that piece out, sanded down the grinded down the actual edge, sanded down so it's pretty decently smooth, and then I just wrapped it with some aluminum tape. I was gonna put like felt on it, but I didn't think that was a good idea, having it kind of close to the exhaust. So I actually had some like 3M aluminum tape that I use for like dryers and stuff like that. So I put that on there, so, and hopefully it'll keep it from rubbing into the fuel line. I'm gonna get this guy stabbed in there, and then hopefully we move on to the exhaust. I got the part of the exhaust up, the Y pipe section, but I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at that. I pulled the exhaust off, just gouged my glasses, man. Oh God, I think I have my other set inside. I just got these not too long ago. I'm gonna be really upset if I gotta buy a new pair. So here's the pipe, goes right back to there. I don't have it clamped up yet or anything. I do have some clamps. Looks like I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clamps. Jesus. I think I only have 3, so I might have to go run and get some more. So I'm gonna clamp it up, and then hopefully maybe I can just try to mock that other section in. We'll see here though in a little bit. Might as well leave these glasses on so I don't mess up my other ones. Alright, let's take a peek here. We got our Y pipe in there, all clamped up. I think it's in the right spot, so I'm gonna go grab our SLP exhaust. I'll show you guys that, and then we'll start putting her in here. See how it goes. I just got it set up down here in the basement, but this is our one section. All this, I'm gonna guess this is the pipe that goes out to the maybe the back bumper area. You got your pipe. This is the actual muffler. They give you a bag of these clamps, so we'll see how well these work. And then you got your tips. So I don't know. I think this is the piece that actually goes over the axle. So we gotta see what we got going on here. This GoPro is gonna set me through the roof one day. Anyway, so I got I got the pipes on there. I just got it held up by some jacks right now, and some clamps on the front. The one clamp they gave me wouldn't work on that actual mid pipe. So I'll actually show you here. So I'm measuring from the end of this pipe to like this line on the actual license plate, because I figured this was center of the car. From that pipe to that line is a little less than, looks like 10.5. And then this side, let's see what we got. Trying to use the eye straight edge, you know. It's a little bit, yeah, it looks like it's a little bit less. Really tricking myself here because this jack handle's all in the way. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe a little bit less than 10.5. So, on this side being at this side might be a little less too. The lighting's terrible, so these might be pretty dead on. It's hard to see. Maybe I can get this light on here. Yeah, I'd say they look pretty even. Eyes do some tricky things sometimes though, you know. Try to go back and look at it. Yeah, they look pretty even. So I think what I'm gonna do is clamp the fronts, like the front clamps. I'll actually show you under here. Just maybe I can give you a little walk through. So you got this little, this pipe looks like just kind of like a, it's got a little bit of a raise to it. So that goes onto the Y pipe. And then that's where your muffler goes. I thought the muffler went in the back. And then you got a pipe that goes up and then connects into the hoop that goes over the axle. So man, that axle is coated. That's crazy. So I'm gonna clamp all these down, or try to. This exhaust seems like it hangs really low. I'd like to maybe try to get a clamp on it or something. So I'm gonna clamp all these down, and hopefully I need to get a clamp for that back one back there, but yeah, hopefully we can get this thing mostly together. I'd like to get that back pipe tight and everything like that. I just want to make sure that that's slid in there all the way. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So I'll get back at this and then I'll bring you guys in. My hair probably looks insane, but whatever. Did I jam on this thing, man? We got them pretty good. I'll take a video of it on the ground, but yeah, man, this thing fought me tooth and nail. So I was able to use the factory clamps. They've got these 2 holes in here, so I just put a nut and a bolt in that. We'll see how that does. And then they've got, like, see, like how they have like this. Let me show you on the other side. I cut it off. Ugh. Yeah, see how I cut that one off there on the back? So I had to kind of bend this one up a little bit and get it on there. Dude, these clamps they give you are insane. I had to hammer these on there and then clamp this down to be able to get this nut on here. They're just super tight. So we're not going to really know if all our clamps are super tight until we start it up and let it run and stuff. So probably wait for that. Looks like everything clears the axle and stuff pretty good, so I'm gonna get this thing on the ground and then I'll probably take a video of it with the we'll see what it looks like when it's on the ground. Okay, so not ideal. I like them to be up a little higher. They're kind of poking out a bunch. So I think that once I'm gonna see how it's like smashing the actual bushing. So I think if I loosen that bolt, get it out of there, slide that up, it'll actually take it up higher. And then this side will loosen that and then slide that whole side up. So yeah, give that a shot. Pulled my truck up already, but there you go. There's the tips. Looks pretty good, man. Got it as close as I could. That is a pain, man. I need a lift really bad. So I'm happy with that. We won't know if anything leaks, like I said, until the car starts running. So we'll wait for that. The last thing I got to do, I would think the last thing is drive shaft. I got to order one and slap it in there. Hopefully I don't have to take that exhaust off to do that, but if we do, at least we know what we got to do now. So yeah, I'll be back out here once I get that drive shaft probably, and yeah, hopefully that'll be in about a week or so. So yeah, I'll be back in a few days. All right, so this is a couple days after we got the exhaust on. Tuner called me this morning. Startup tune was ready on the ECU, so it's cold out. I got the heater on. I don't have the garage door open, but I am. Bola's over there doing something. Anyway, I'm gonna get the ECU in and give it a shot. See what happens. You know, I mean, tired of waiting. Just got to see what it's going to do, you know. So I'll come back once I get the ECU and stuff, and then we'll say our prayers and see what the heck happens. Stick around. So we just hooked our battery back up. Just going to turn this on, make sure the fuel pump comes on and stuff. Yeah, fuel pump's on. So what I'm gonna do is let's roll down this window. Alright. That beeping. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is let's look on the ground for some leaks. Fuel pump running. I don't see nothing. Let's see what we got. Pressure. Oh yeah, about 60 pounds. So I'm gonna set you guys up outside and see what happens. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Go for it, dude. Frick it. Why is it doing that? That's pretty wild. Should we pull it outside? Jesus. Let's go back on that footage. It just backfired like crazy, man. How's it doing that? Alright, y'all. Alright, so here we go. You know, I don't know why it's doing that at all. It's too cold tonight. That thing is making a bunch of crazy noises. It's just backfiring. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Seems like it wants to run, but it's just backfiring like crazy. So I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow, call the tuner. It's too freaking cold out here anyway. So just wanted to come out here and try it, but I'm glad I did, so I know maybe what's going on, or I got an idea of, I can give him some information. Maybe he can point me in the right direction, because I'm not too sure why it's doing that. So yeah, it's freezing. I'm gonna wrap it up, go inside, and take an L. Oh yeah, you know I hate being defeated, right? So just did some Googling, you know. I figured I'd wait till tomorrow, but I just had to Google. Ended up figuring out, I did not know this, you can have your coil harness backwards. So I remember this side wasn't really getting that warm. That side was firing perfect. So you can't even see what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, the coil harness, you can have these backwards, like firing separately. So you have to have your cylinder number 1 has to be purple, and then so backwards is purple, light blue, green, and red. Red's always on the back cylinder, purple's always on the front. And it's the complete opposite on the passenger side. I had the passenger side right, not the driver's side. So I'm gonna hook this thing up, and this thing should fire and run. You gonna work? All we're looking for is little idle. That's all we're looking for. Holy cow, man, that thing sounds amazing. Woo, buddy. Hey, that was awesome. Holy crap, man. You know how long I've been waiting for that? I'm trying to get this stand together here. Woo! Whatever. That was great, guys. That was great. Holy cow, man. I can't believe it. The freaking coil harness was backwards, man. Who would have thunk it? Oh, man, it runs good. It runs good. We had a little bit of air in the power steering pump, but man, it runs freaking good. Did you hear that thing? Holy crap. That is awesome, man. I couldn't be more ecstatic. We're gonna, what did I say before? We're taking an L. Hey, it could be 20 degrees out here. I'm taking a dub tonight, baby. Let's go. Come on. Man. Whew. I'll catch you guys here in a minute. Already did this video once, but heater was running. So I figured I could just talk a little quieter, not have to yell. But come on, guys. I'm freaking ecstatic, man. This is big, you know? This is one of the cars I started on this channel. This channel's still small, but I started it on here and we finally got it running, you know? So definitely had the coil harness backwards, man. Which is good. I'm glad that's what it was, because I thought, you know, every time something goes wrong, I always think of the worst. So, you know, I said in my last video, always go back and check your stuff, you know, double check yourself, because you're not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So go back and check your stuff. But this is great. It runs good. I didn't bring the camera up here, but the engine up here it's running quietly. There's no ticks, no noises. The only problem I had was this power steering pump was like making a weird noise, and the actual belt started to come, like it was on there, and then I revved it and the belt like kind of jumped up onto here. So I don't know if maybe I don't think I have to press that pulley in anymore, because it seems like the belt wants to go in more. It looks like it's on the groove everywhere else, so yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Man, I gotta move that hose clamp. Look how close that hose clamp is to that belt. We'll move it upwards or something. So if that's the worst thing that'll happen, I'll take it. I gave it a few revs. Engine seems like it's a little shaky when you rev it, so what I do want to do is, you know, get it running right. I want to burp the coolant. It's supposed to be in the 50s and stuff, so I can maybe roll this thing out and do it outside, let it run, get it. I did get up to operating temp. It's that gauge, I don't know how accurate it is as oil pressure, but it definitely had oil pressure. It was over 60, so I do want to get the Z28 gauges in there, because the actual RPM gauge on this is not working. So I don't know if maybe I put the V8 one in here, if that'll make it work, but we will see. So quick little video. I probably won't do the drive shaft. I was going to do the drive shaft in this video, but how many times have you guys seen a drive shaft get put in? You slide it in, pop it on the back, that's it. So we'll probably leave it here, guys. I mean, it'll be a nice quick video, not an hour and a half long one. So that'll be good. You know, get a nice little quick one in here and just hear this thing rumble, man. Very ecstatic, very excited. We're going to leave it there. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that, because I sure the heck did. Comment, like, subscribe. That'd be great. You know, let's do something with this thing here. All right, so, yeah. Until next time, take it easy.